Hey everybody, Scott Hartman here from the It Might Be a Filmmaking show. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about a recent trip I took down to Disney's Hollywood Studios and Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which is super cool if you're a Star Wars fan, and I'm a pretty big Star Wars fan myself. But I wanted to talk to you about the camera I used. You know that I own a Blackmagic Pocket 4K and I love shooting with it, but that's actually not the camera I took down there with me. I took something a little smaller and very dear to my heart, and that is the original, the OG Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera. It is small, but it is mighty in so many ways. And it's not flawless. It's got a few issues, but we're gonna talk today about why I still love this camera so much and why I think it's great, especially if you're kind of getting started as a filmmaker. I'm a corporate filmmaker and DP in Atlanta. I do lots of corporate work. Some of it is super creative, some of it just checks the boxes. So here's a look at the stuff I shot at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge if you haven't already seen it. Okay, so why do I love this camera so much? This original Blackmagic Pocket camera that's been discontinued even. But here's a catch, you can still get it, and we're gonna talk about that. One of the things is just the size. Look at this. This camera does only shoot 1080p, but it's gorgeous 1080p. The footage off this thing is so flat and so able, you can control so much of the color, so much of the contrast. It's kind of unlike any other. In fact, I actually think the footage off of this thing is a little more, has a little more latitude than even the Pocket 4K. Even though Pocket 4K is a wonderful camera, but I love this thing. You find these for about 450 bucks used, 450, maybe 500. This camera used to retail for $995. 450 bucks for this level of footage is kind of amazing. For basically a cinema level camera with an amazing sensor under here. I remember when 400 bucks would get you like a body to a Canon T2i, and it wasn't that long ago. This really puts basically cinema level filmmaking in your hand. Yes, it's only 1080p, but if you're thinking about picking up sort of a cinema camera, but you don't want to spend a ton of money to sort of get in that playground, really look up getting a used one of these. Really incredible. It takes SD cards. In fact, right now, I'm shooting on a micro SD from Samsung, the Samsung Evo line, and it shot perfectly. That's what I shot all the stuff at Galaxy's Edge with. Batteries. This camera gets a horrible rap on batteries, and it does chew through its little Nikon sized batteries. But here's the thing, you can get a ton of them cheap. You can order a couple of Wasabis off of Amazon. I feel like Wasabi of the knockoff brands is a pretty good one. You can order Wasabis for like 2 for 25 bucks. It's well worth it. I took 5 batteries to Galaxy's Edge, shot for like 4 hours, and I just barely used all the batteries. Like, it's fine. Here's the other thing too, for those of you that use SLR cameras and whatnot, those cameras are completely battery powered. Well, this one can be AC powered. It's got the ports to be AC powered. And in fact, I've got a rig that lets me plug Canon L series lithium batteries into it. If you're inside with power, just plug this thing into a wall. Power all day, not a problem. This is the camera that really kind of made me transition from calling myself like a corporate videographer to saying like, no, I think I understand how films are made. I think I understand from using this camera how to color grade better. Not perfect, but better. I get it. I get what it means to shoot something truly in a log format, not a fakey log format like CineStyle, but of true log format, color grade it, contrast it, put a LUT on it. This is the camera that can do it. So this video is my ode to this camera. I still love to use it. It's a great B cam, but it can also be an A cam if it's the only one you've got. And if you're thinking about starting to do movie type stuff, it will give you a movie look in a way that I think SLRs just cannot. And what I'll tell you this too, it's a great primer for moving up to the next level. If you're using Ursa or a Red or even a Pocket 4K or 6K, I think this is the way to get in. So that's it for today's video. It's all about my little guy here. But check it out if you haven't. And here's a kind of a montage of stuff I've done with it.